Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be going over Season 22 of Leagues. We're going to be checking out the updates, any changes that are going to be coming in, the weapons that's going to be added. As you can see on the screen, we have got a brand new weapon, and of course the exclusive Paragon mod that you can get through Leagues if you get into, I believe, Diamond 5 by the end of the season. It does look like it is going to be a defense mod where you choose the set, which is not too bad. We're going to scroll down and just read through the info, and it says Leagues Season 22 begins Monday. Below are the Paragon mods, 5-star weapon, and other rewards that can be found with the upcoming refresh of League Seasons and Season Store. And if we check out the very first weapon, this is the brand new weapon. It's P. Anderson's surprising MP5. It has got 35% attack, 35 crit, improved bonus crit, 60 crit when attacking enemies with more than 60% of their HP. And in the last slot, it has got a unique upgrade, which is improved trait advantage, increase trait advantage damage by 25%. This should stack with attack versus mods. So for instance, if you've got your alert character and you're going to do 25% extra damage against strong characters, it should stack with characters like having an attack versus strong on the mods. This could potentially be quite nice for someone like Gentleman, who doesn't generally get any bonuses. It's just quite a big shame it's in the 4th slot and not the 3rd slot, because then you could put 1535 in the last slot as well, and those would stack together. Or it's a shame that it's potentially not a tough weapon, because then you could potentially put Rampage in the last slot, and it'd be actually pretty decent for taking towers, because it's got a lot of crit on there and stuff as well, so it's not terrible. The other one is a returning weapon, which is going to be Mia's Violent Pistol. This pistol isn't that bad. I wouldn't say it's like top tier, but I think it's kind of like we've seen with some of the weapons in the League stores in previous seasons, where it's like if you didn't pick this up in the past, and I think this actually has been in a season store in the past, then it's a good idea to pick it up if you're newer to the game. 1535 is decent, 30% attack. If you just do some basic attack upgrades, 40% attack and a huge bonus to AP when attacking, you've got a reasonably decent weapon for someone on the to come up basically. But if you're a veteran and you've been around for a while, this weapon's not really going to make that big an impact for you, and it could just be more of a collector's piece than anything. It's a shame it's a 5-star weapon off the bat. If it was a 4-star weapon, I mean, it probably still wouldn't be there, honestly, because I think you can actually craft this 3rd slot on alert weapons. I'm not 100% certain. I will just switch over to in-game, and you can see this is actually the weapon in the left-hand side that they're giving away in the season store this season round. It is P. Anderson's weapon. I do like that they're bringing those weapons into the game. It is slow but sure. We have had, who did we have? We had the strong character. My mind is kind of phasing on this one now. We had Kelly's weapon, the bat. You can see the sort of club that he's got in his hand. We had that in a previous season store, so that is actually pretty cool. We'll go back to the info, and we'll scroll down to the new League Season Store information, and you can see that the rewards are going to be as follows. You can get 2,500 TWD gold medals, and I know a lot of you potentially want these because there's quite a few decent characters in the new Mythic store, and this is where you can spend these. You can get up to 15,000. They do cost 3,500 season tokens each, but that's not too much of a big deal. And then you can get 2 gold mythic pulls, 20,000 tokens, and it's right in the middle of a gold rush, so happy days for some of you who haven't managed to finish that. And that's 3,000 season tokens per claim as well. And then we've got the surprising MP5. I think the prices were reduced last season, so like the new weapon was 40,000. I think in the past it was like 60 or 80, so this is much nicer price structure. And then the returning weapon is 20. So I think this is much more reasonable. If you do want these weapons, it's not going to break the bank. And it generally seems like it's worth picking up most of the stuff that's new every time. Even if you're not, necessarily going to use it instantly, it could potentially come into use somewhere or with some character that comes out in the future. We do have the silver choice tokens as well. If you are short on silvers, you can get up to 15 silvers, 4,000 season tokens each. And then we do have the 10 gold salvage tokens, where you can claim 30 of those. I believe each one does have 10. So it's 300 gold salvage tokens. I did actually claim these last season because I think we had like a roadmap event. I can't remember, or like a world map event where we had to spend a certain amount of energy. I can't remember. It's sort of like how we had with Negan with raids. We had one with a weapon or a character. I can't exactly remember. It's just all phasing together at the moment. But generally speaking, these are quite good. There are going to be the League missions, and this is just based on your progression through Diamond League. And if you're just in Diamond League, you'll be able to claim that thing at the beginning of the season, and you'll just get a couple of extra boosts. And if we just go all the way down, you can see the Paragon mod is going to be a defense stat Paragon mod, which people did actually get, I believe, going to... no, actually, it was attack stat. Sorry, it was attack. No, it was a defense stat as well. Defense stat Paragon mod you got for going for War of Champions. So you potentially could have like multiple. You could go for the opposite. You could go for like defense on defense and the HP on defense, and one character is going to be very, very tanky. Or you're just going to spread your Paragon mods around on your defense team. I would say primarily it's best to go for a defense team weapon. But yeah, that's the way it goes. It's up to you if you want to go for a defense on attack. I would not recommend it really. What other things? I will just double check, guys. If we look in the actual current season store, I believe the current season store, all the prices are the same. I've swapped to a region where I haven't bought anything. And you can see the prices remain the same. So the Supreme bag, which is the one for 2,500. The new season we can claim 6, which we can do here. And it's 3,500 each, and it's the same here. And then the same with the gold mythic tokens. You can claim 8 at 3,000, and you get 2,500. So the same prices. The weapon that's new is 40,000. The weapon that's returning is 20,000. And it's not letting me scroll at the moment. I don't know why. And then the silver choice tokens are 4,000 each, claiming up to 15. And then it doesn't like me doing. What is going on right now? And then lastly, we got there. And then lastly, it does not like me scrolling along in that store. What is going on? And then lastly, there is the 10 bags here where you can get some of these salvage tokens. And I think the price is the same. I think it's 500. Yeah, it's 500. We saw it for a split second, guys. It was 500 for sure. So it looks like all the prices and everything have remained the same as well, which is good. So I don't think it's like a terrible update, but we don't see any change to this part of the season store, league store. As you can see, like, this has been this way for so long, and there's no like mythic gear in here at all. There's nothing. There's no platinum mods. There's nothing really. If you're in a higher league, you know, if you're in platinum, you only get one extra selection, and it's gold mods. Who cares? If you're in diamonds, you do get this tournament seal, but that's just to get you your first reward because there was a bug previously, so it isn't like you're getting anything extra. It's just this is the process of them being able to get you that reward. So hopefully this does get updated. I think we said this since like season 15, so it's been like a third of the time that leagues has been out in terms of seasons. We're on season 22 now. People have just been calling for this part to be updated. That seems pretty rough. Definitely needs a boost. Something needs to change here drastically. But I think it's kind of like just the same old in the season store though. Whether you're going to get the weapon or not, and I can go back and check it out. I thought, when I first saw it, it was tough, and I was like, I mean, I guess it could be decent for characters if you put a rampage on it, but then it's not tough, it's alert. If that improved trait advantage was in the 3rd slot, I would put, and then like it was not crit, it was HP, I would just upgrade the attack to 45%, put 1535 on it, and that would work so well on Gentleman because he doesn't need AP. The improved trait would actually work with his rush and his signature move, which not much does work with his rush and his signature move in the 3rd slots. So it would have been a good weapon with just some very, very, very small changes, like minute changes. And it would have been usable on a character that was like okay, like not like game breaking. It's like Gentleman's just pretty good. So that's it for Leagues Season 22 information. We have got the brand new weapons, the Paragon mods. I think that the MP5, the Peaks MP5, definitely could have had some very minor tweaks to it, and it would have been actually a very usable weapon for particular characters. I'm thinking mainly of Gentleman, But unfortunately, it just doesn't hit the mark for me. And I say this a lot with a lot of the weapons that come into the League store. It just doesn't hit the mark. Like a stat is just out of place, and it just seems like it's hard to do this by accident consistently. There must be some reason that they're just not wanting them to hit the mark. I'm not really sure. I'm not really impressed by the weapon. I probably will pick it up, but it will just sit and gather dust as a lot of the other weapons have. That is going to be the end of my video, though, guys. If you have any thoughts on Season 22 of Leagues, please leave them in the comments down below. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.